Everybody, Rich with Prep You down here in the bunker. Hey, it is Saturday, January 21st, 2023, and that means it's time for your range tip of the week. And this range tip of the week, so the title goes, is how often should I clean my firearm? I get that question all the time in the range, not only from new firearm owners, but firearm and gals that have owned firearms for quite a while. And the question is, hey, Rich, how often do you clean your firearm? Or, hey, RSO, I just got this. I've shot it for a couple times, and this is how many rounds I put through it. Uh, when should I clean it? And that is a good question. I've seen the range from people say every time I go to the range to every 250 rounds, every 500 rounds, maybe every 1,000 rounds and stuff like that. And I suppose the answers are anywhere in between, but I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why the best way to do it is after every time you go to the range. Okay. And I don't care if you go to the range and you shoot 50 rounds or if you shoot 1,000 rounds when you go to the range. I believe it should be after every time you use your firearm. Um, the big reason is when you clean it, every time you take it apart, every time you look at it, you're inspecting parts and you're learning more and more about your firearm, especially if it's a brand new firearm to you. You know, you need to know how to break it down quickly, and then be able to fix any kind of a problem and put it back together again. Um, you also want to know that that firearm is not going to have stuff left in it, be dirty, and then you get to the range and it doesn't shoot, and then you get frustrated, and then, oh, how do I take this apart? Oh, I don't know what to do. That's another reason why you want to make sure that you have, when you go to the range, in your box, anything you would need to take your firearm apart. Okay, if there's any tools or anything like that. You also want to have cleaning oil. You also want to have lubricating oil or a combination thereof. Some manufacturers use both. Make sure you have a good quality cleaning oil and good quality lubricating oil, and the proper types of pads. I mean, some people spend big money on pads. Other people just tear up an old cloth. My big recommendation is that you buy a snake. It's a little bit more expensive, but it works really good. It's got little brass teeth on it, and that's going to pull any of the leftover brass from the bullet casings that end up on your ramp or end up in your barrel. That'll cause the extractor, which is just a little grabber, to pull that bullet back out. You want to make it as smooth as possible, because you don't want to slow down the process of expelling the spent round and putting the next round in to fire it. So another reason is some ammo is extremely dirty, especially the cheaper stuff. There's just the stuff that you're going to use at the range. Some foreign stuff. I mean, you've seen it. You've been to the range. You know what I'm talking about. All of a sudden, there's this big, huge cloud of smoke after somebody shoots a full magazine, and you go, "Geez, is he using black powder, or what's he using?" And there's other people, not a lick of smoke, nothing, because it's top quality. Um, Gunpowder, and it burns properly. There's no residue left behind, or relatively no residue left behind. So it really makes a big difference. If you have a new firearm and you don't know how to clean it, YouTube is a great answer. I'm not going to show you videos on how to clean stuff. I just don't do that. There's so many other YouTube channels that will teach you how to do that. You can also go to the manufacturer's website. It is inside the manual that you get with your firearm. Although I have a hard time, it seems like some of the pictures and the explanations on how to do it, how to take apart a firearm, sometimes my brain just doesn't like grab on to the written words. It's just more visual, as in a video. So just go to YouTube or your favorite social media channel, and take a look, and they'll go through it, and you can keep playing it over and over and over again, and you can play it as you're doing it on a table. I do suggest that You get yourself a pad, a cleaning pad. Don't just put it on top of a a towel or anything like that. A pad, like a real nice gun cleaning and pad that you can wipe off, because you're going to get oil on there, you're going to get cleaning fluid and different stuff on that, and you don't want to wash that towel in your washer that you're later going to, wash your clothes in. Um, so other than that, my point is, you always clean. Another point is, I should say, is you always clean your firearm before you shoot it. I know, you're a new firearm owner, or maybe you're not. Maybe it's just a new firearm to you, and you're at the range. You're hearing the guns go off and everything. You've got that box or case with your new firearm in it, and you just want to run right in there and fire off. I'm only going to do 50 or 100 rounds, which turns out to be 200, 250 rounds. You need to clean it first. All right, you need to get all the little manufacturing burrs or pieces of molded plastic for the polymer and stuff like that. You need to get that out of your firearm. You don't want to get it caught in the trigger assembly. You don't want to have stuff in your barrel and then start scratching your barrel. You don't want to have malfunctions right off the bat. You don't know how much oil was put in there by the manufacturer, and you know they didn't clean it. They fired one round just to make sure it works, but they didn't clean it afterwards, and you don't know what kind of ammunition they used. So it's just better. You also get to know your firearm, and you and it will have a much better relationship for as long as you live, because that firearm is definitely going to outlive you. And then you want those firearm, if you pass them on to your kids, you want them to have a nice long life with that firearm. And so you want to teach them about cleaning your firearm. And then, like I said before, ammo. When you first start firing your new firearm, use good ammo, use good oil, use good cleaning solution, and you will be very happy, and your firearm will be very happy too. So, did I miss anything? Nope. Nope. Just like I said, quality cleaning oil and oil products, and buy a snake, because a snake will really clean your firearm very well, and you'll be very happy. So that's it. That is your range tip for 121.23. How often should I clean my firearm? After every use. Just the way I do it. You don't have to, but hey, you want that firearm to be around for a very long time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Take care.